Premier Fantasy Football, Pre-Season Guide, Episode 1, Goalkeepers. There are 3 tactics you must consider in fantasy football. They are the one-club tactic, combination tactic, and high-low tactic. With the one-club tactic, this is where you select 2 goalkeepers from the same team, for example Courtois and Begovic. With the combination tactic, you select 2 goalkeepers from different teams, and you rotate them in your squad depending on the fixture list. The high-low tactic is where you select a high-priced keeper and a low-priced keeper in your 15 squad members. The first of the top-tier keepers I'm going to mention is David De Gea. He keeps clean sheets, he gets saves, he's a shot stopper, and more importantly, he's a big influence for Man United. And with over 46% of fantasy managers picking him in their squads, I definitely see why. The second keeper I'm going to mention is Courtois. He gets saves, he gets clean sheets, he's a shot stopper, and as well as De Gea has a kind fixture list coming up in the first 5 games. So let's look at the stats. On the left I have 5 keepers: Cech, Courtois, De Gea, Hart and Lloris. Let's look at Cech. He has the highest clean sheets per game ratio, the highest saves per game ratio, and the highest bonus points per game ratio. However, with a weakened defence, with Koscielny, Mertesacker and Gabriel all out for the likes of Liverpool and Leicester, I would rule him out for the first 5 games in selecting him. However, he's definitely a good shout in the long term. Looking at Hart keeps a lot of clean sheets, however he doesn't make many saves and he doesn't get many bonus points. I'd rule Hart out because you'll have to rely on him keeping a clean sheet if you are to get any points out of him, and if he makes a mistake, then where are you going to get your points from? With Lloris, he's average across all 3 areas: clean sheets per game, saves per game and bonus points per game. However, I think there's better options out there in Courtois and De Gea. With De Gea, he keeps a lot of clean sheets, gets a lot of saves and a lot of bonus points. He beats Courtois on clean sheets per game ratio, and he beats Courtois on the bonus points per game ratio. However, he makes less saves per game. And I think with Courtois, with a new manager and new tactics, which are more defensive, I think he'll get a lot more clean sheets and a lot more bonus points. So, me personally, I'd actually pick Courtois over De Gea, because he's had less games to prove himself last season due to injury, and he provides an option other than the 46% who's got De Gea in. Looking at the mid-tier keepers, the first I'm going to mention is Jack Butland. He gets saves, clean sheets, he's a shot stopper, but more importantly, he gets a lot of bonus points. He's definitely one in for a shout. The second of the mid-tier keepers I'm going to mention is Schmeichel. He has a lot of clean sheets, a lot of saves, he's a shot stopper and a big influence for Leicester, with Leicester of course winning the league last year, which is a massive shock. However, I wouldn't write Schmeichel off this season, as he may do it again. You never know. Without the pressure, Leicester may perform again. Looking at the stats, I have 6 keepers: Adrian, Butland, Fabianski, Gomez, Schmeichel and Forster. Let's start off with Adrian. Adrian keeps a lot of clean sheets, he gets a lot of saves, and an average amount of bonus points. However, his bonus points are influenced by the fact that he saved a lot of penalties last season. With better options out there, I wouldn't select Adrian in your starting 11. An alternative is Fabianski. However, all 3 of his stats are lower than Adrian's, so also I'd rule out Fabianski. Gomez has 5 hard fixture lists in the first 5 weeks against Southampton, Chelsea, Arsenal, West Ham and Man United, so straight away I'd rule out Gomez as he won't keep you as many clean sheets. So who would I recommend? I'd recommend Jack Butland. Gets a lot of clean sheets, the most saves and the most bonus points. I'd definitely consider selecting Butland. An alternative to that is Forster. Roughly the same amount of clean sheets, however less saves and less bonus points. He only played 18 games last season, however, and you could select him over Butland for this season. However, my number 1 pick would be Schmeichel. Gets a lot of clean sheets, Decent amount of saves, average bonus points. However, with games against Arsenal and Liverpool, I think his saves per game ratio will be higher and increased within the first 5 weeks. Looking at the low tier keepers, the first I'm going to mention is Pickford. He's up and coming, he's cheap, he'll compete for a place against Manoni, and he did well for the under-21s for England. He also played a few games last season, and so he may feature this upcoming season, and at only 4 million, I definitely consider him as your reserve keeper, if you're going for that high-low tactic. However, I'd actually consider playing Jakupovic in your selective 15, because he's cheap, he's experienced, and he'll play games, because McGregor is injured for the start of the season, and Jakupovic at 4 million is definitely a good player who could also act as a combination tactic as well as a high-low tactic. Thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.